Hey, good morning, everybody. Today's May 30th of 2025, and I'm sorry for the black screen, but I want to record this now because I had the dream probably a couple hours ago, but it's like 2:30 in the morning, but I just want to record it now. I don't want to wait until sun comes up because I don't want to forget anything. All right, so I'm like around this wooded area, place with trees, and my dad and my brother are with me. And it's a full moon. There's a full moon, and the full moon is kind of like, because the trees are pretty tall, so the full moon it's really big actually, and it's behind the trees, like like I have to like look through the trees just to see the moon. And when I did, I was just looking at the moon, and it seemed like I saw in the distance behind the moon, right behind the moon, it looked like I saw like what looked like another moon. But it was like faint. Like it wasn't like a bright full moon like what the moon was, but whatever this thing was, it kind of looked like it was shaped like a moon, and it looked like a moon, but it was really like almost like see-through. It was almost like it was well, the best way I can just say is like you could see through it, okay? But you could still see that there was something there. Okay, I saw that, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. What am I seeing? What is that? I didn't say that, but this is what my mind is thinking. Wait, whoa, am I seeing things? What is this? So I go, my head kind of like looks back at it again, and I'm like, what? So I kind of like walk over, so I'm like trying to walk a little ways because I'm trying to like get a more of a clearer view, because I'm looking through branches and tree branches and stuff, so I get to a clearer view. Then I notice all behind the moon, from left to right, are all these massive, huge spherical objects, which the Lord has allowed me to have an understanding that they're the equivalent of Death starships. So a person who didn't know better would call them planets. Okay, they would call them the planets that are all over the sky. And I don't mean that they were all directly behind the moon, but I'm just saying the moon was in front of these objects. Okay, so behind them, in I don't know how far behind the moon or whatever. I don't have this knowledge, but I see them going from left to right, and they're going across the sky. I don't see them as moving, but I'm just saying I see them there. They seem to be still, not moving, and they're from left to right, across the sky. And like I said, the moon is in the forefront of these objects. And so I'm like, oh man. So I turned back to my dad and my brother. I said, you're wow, look at this. I said, okay, I had a dream about this. And here it is. Here it is now. It's time. I was just so adamant. I was so, what is the word to use? I wasn't excited for joy by any means. I was not joyful for what I was seeing. But I was so my adrenaline was just off the charts because I had already dreamed about this, and I was telling them that, and I was like, okay, all right, now what you have to do now is you have to repent, because this is with the other dream I had, you was telling y'all to repent. So you have to repent, 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 repent now, repent. And my dad and my brother were looking at me. I said, yes, repent. Like anything you've done, or, if you have unforgiveness or anything like that, just say you're sorry. Just repent. Whatever you have to repent of, just repent. But repent right now, because this is going to happen. This is happening. This is going to happen right now. It's going to happen right now. And I'm not talking about I said, I'm not talking minutes or even days from now. I said, this is happening right this second. You have to repent. Hurry up, repent. That's what I'm saying. I'm just yelling it, man. I am just so, like I said, my adrenaline's off the chart, and I'm just like, just with all my self, all of me, I'm just begging them, please repent now, because you only have this time to do it right now, And my dad, he started laughing. And I like, but Dad, no, 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 just repent, just do it, just repent, It was almost as if he didn't think he had to repent, that there's nothing he had to repent about. But I remember saying, this is happening right now, it's happening right now. This second, we don't have minutes or even days. It is happening right now. That was my dream. Let me just tell you, okay, so a dream I had before was, I was at my mom and dad's house. My dad and my brother were in the front yard standing with me. And I was pointing up at the sky. It was nighttime. I was pointing up at the sky. And I saw all of these, what would be called planets, all lined up in the sky. All of them, from the left to the right, all across the sky. I was pointing up at the sky, and I was saying, look, you see that? You see that? Repent. Repent now. Repent. And my brother came and stood right beside me. But my dad said 3 times, he said, nope, nope, nope. And he turned around and he walked away. He walked into the front door and shut the front door. And that's all there was to that dream. So in this dream that I just woke up from, I had it probably a couple hours ago, but excuse me, I was just laying here contemplating on it, thinking about it and everything like that. So, I was like, okay, so in this dream that I just had, I was talking about to my dad and brother about, I've had a dream about this, and that's the dream that I was talking about, the one that the second dream that I just told you about. And I wasn't told in the dream what it's happening now, whatever. So whatever this is, this was bad. Okay, this was not a good thing. Whatever was about to happen was not a good thing. So they had a choice to make to repent right then. Or they were going to be dealing with the consequences of whatever was about to happen. Makes me, especially when my dad started laughing, it's like I said, in the dream I had this knowing, like he thought like he had no reason to repent. He, like for what? He hadn't done nothing or anything. Reminds me of Donald Trump. Somebody asked him about, have you ever asked for forgiveness before? He was asked that in an interview, and he says, I've never done anything to have to ask forgiveness for. He says, I've never done anything that I have to ask for forgiveness. That's what he said. My dad is a big, humongous Trump supporter. Massive Trump supporter. Always has been. So, you know, he kind of like has that same prideful, arrogant attitude, because in the dream that I just woke up from, he was laughing. And I put my hand on my dad's shoulder and I'm like, no, Dad, repent, repent, repent. You know? So, anyway, and like I said, you know, a lot of people, they don't like when I say that I've been shown these are Death Star ships. Fallen angels are on these things. These are the wandering stars that are in the Bible. These are not what you've been taught in school. So anyway, I just wanted to share this. I didn't want to leave anything out. I didn't want to forget anything. All right, so please make sure you repent today. Today, this second, every day. You know, ask for forgiveness. I do. I ask for forgiveness every single day. It's possible that we sinned against God or somebody else, and we're not even aware that we did, right? I mean, because God is so holy and righteous and true. And let's just make sure we're walking in the will of the Father and ask for forgiveness every day, because His ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. And you know, we don't want to do anything wrong and to sin. We don't want to have sinned and not ask for forgiveness for it. So anyway, I pray that you're doing well on today. So God bless you. God bless your animals, your family, and your animals. Okay? Goodbye.